I think that would depend on the particular identity being discussed. In some cases, I think it would, and in others, I'm not sure it would make much difference. Again, we haven't had to test it, so it's hard to really say for sure. But I know that it is a high burden. It is something that we have wanted to charge in the past and had not had enough to do, and so have used it as a sentencing enhancement only.
Okay, in the second row.
Sorry, can you speak up?
Sure. A lot of them have
Let you feel that.
I believe the families fear that this was motivated by hate, that these young men were targeted because they were Arabs, that they were wearing keffiyehs. I think that is our fear. I'll speak on behalf of my family, my sister's family. We believe in the sanctity of the presumption of innocence and due process, and so we'll support the authorities as they go through their investigation, but it certainly seems like that's our fear.
Yeah, and Kenan's family shares that same sentiment exactly, absolutely. Hard to imagine in this time and with everything that's happening that it was just a random act. Doesn't feel that way, but we are absolutely willing to wait to find out and let due process take its course. Thank you.
Okay, in the back, go ahead. Great. I do want to reinforce, so let the Chief answer the response regarding neighbors. I do just want to say again, on point with your question, since we have had this significant increase in the volume of incidents like this that we're responding to, this Chittenden County Gun Violence Task Force did respond very quickly and robustly throughout the day, and I think that was a big part of why we got to now. In terms of the response of neighbors, Chief, do you want to speak to that?
So yes, as the mayor said, there are, I think the gun violence task force is incredibly important. Its deployment is something that we have gotten pretty good at as far as calling people out, having people respond. What you're asking about, I believe, are the neighbors who assisted. And I think that that is a picture of the other side and the larger side, the more important side of this community. That you had people inside who came out and immediately began to care for these injured young men. And reacted in a way that was about helping and about the same kind of positive communal aspects that are the hallmark of this community, and not the actions of this individual that we are going to do our best to hold accountable.
Okay, we are going to take a couple more questions. Go ahead.
Yeah, the state's attorney is saying it was in 2016 or so. I don't have any information about that traffic stop and whether or not there was anything about it. Had there been something about it that caused our investigators to say, I think I would know that, and I don't. So that's my answer.
Okay. Colin?
No, at this point we don't have that information. That's all going to be part of an investigation. Although, you know, as the state's attorney mentioned, motive is important to us to know. It is not necessarily a component of a charge. Our object was to determine that we have the physical evidence that associates him with this act, and I'm confident that that evidence is very strong.
Okay, I want to thank everyone for coming today. I want to say again, thank you to the families for being here. I think a number of us will remain around if there are further questions, but I think we'll end the program there. Thank you all to the members of the press corps from really around the country, around the world for being here, and we'll work to get you additional answers if you need them through the day. Thank you.